Tammy's bookshelf. We have a bit of a different setup today because today I'm going to be taking some bookish quizzes. The first quiz that I have chosen to take is going to test my book knowledge, and this quiz is 98% of people can't name all these young adult books from the book cover. Can you? So let's see if I'm part of the 2% that can. So this first one is pretty easy. It's obviously Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. Correct answer, written by British author J.K. Rowling. The Harry Potter series was and still is a huge success. So we have the first question right. Let's go to the next question. What book does this partial cover belong to? That belongs to The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. The book that got me into reading. 2008 novel for teens, writer Suzanne Collins. Yes, okay. What book does this cover belong to? It's not Vampire Academy, it's not All the Bright Places, it's not Uglies, and there's a ring on the cover, so I'm gonna guess it's Lord of the Rings. I haven't actually read The Lord of the Rings, but I've watched the movies and am aware of the plot, so I'm gonna say Lord of the Rings. Correct. Okay, doing really well so far. So I do not know what this book is, but looking at the answers, it's not We Were Liars, it's not Anna and the French Kiss, and it's not Aragon, so it has to be The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Process of Elimination. Correct. First book in a comedy science fiction series. This is easy. This is obviously The Princess Bride. I have not read the book, but I have watched the movie. Okay. So it's not Matched by Ali Condi. It's not Shatter Me. So it's either Stargirl or Lord of the Flies. I don't think it's Stargirl, so I'm going to say Lord of the Flies. I was correct once again. This is easy. This is obviously Divergent by Veronica Roth. Used to be obsessed with Divergent for like a good year when I was like 12. This is obviously Paper Towns by John Green. Easy. This is Twilight New Moon by Stephanie Meyer. They tried to trick me by not having the apple cover, but I knew. Oh my goodness, one of my favorite books of all time. Wait a second. There's a mistake. It's not any of these. The right answer is going to be Clockwork Angel, but that's actually Clockwork Prince because Will is on Clockwork Angel. So this is actually a mistake. This is actually Clockwork Prince, but the right answer is going to be Clockwork Angel. I think I know more than this quiz about book covers. This is, well, there's some jeans on the cover, so that's going to be the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Again, never have read these books, but I have watched the movies on multiple occasions. Oh, okay, this is one I do not know. Okay, so it's not We Were Liars, it's not To Kill a Mockingbird, it's either The Witch of Blackbird Pond or The Call of the Wild. This is a book I have not read. I had never seen this cover before, but I feel like it's got a wolf on it, so The Call of the Wild seems like it fits the title of The Call of the Wild more than The Witch of Blackbird. So I'm gonna guess that. I have a 50-50 chance of getting it right. Yes! Okay, I did it. Okay, what book does this cover belong to? This is another one that I do not know. Whale Talk, Watership Down. It's not Uglies by Scott Westerfeld. I don't think, unless it's a cover of Will Grayson that I haven't seen before, I don't think it's Will Grayson. So it's either Whale Talk or Watership Down. Unless it is Will Grayson, because it does have two fingerprints, and I have no idea what Will Grayson is about, but two fingerprints and Will Grayson said twice. Oh, I don't know, because it doesn't look like a book that'd be called Whale Talk or Watership Down. And I feel like I've seen all the covers of John Green's books multiple times. I've never seen Will Grayson with a cover like that. So I'm gonna say it's not that. I'm gonna say it's Watership Down. It is! I have never seen that cover of Will Grayson before. Okay, whatever. Okay, I know this one. This is Howl's Moving Castle, which I love the movie Howl's Moving Castle. I grew up watching that movie. I've never read the book, but maybe I should read the book one day since I love the movie so much. I've never seen this cover either. It's not The Giver, it's not The Fifth Wave. I feel like it's gonna be Stargirl, so I'm gonna guess that. Yes, I was right. This is another cover I've never seen before. It's not Vampire Academy because Vampire Academy, there are two different covers. There's the covers with the people like looking really dramatic, and then there's the ones with like the big VA on it. So I don't think it's Vampire Academy. So it has to be through these other books that I don't know. I'm just gonna have to take a wild guess because I have no idea, but if it's Vampire Academy, I'm gonna be very upset because I've never seen a cover of Vampire Academy like this. I'm gonna say it's My Side of the Mountain because I feel like maybe roses would grow on the side of a mountain. What? I have never seen Vampire Academy with that cover before. These people are bamboozling me. This is is a scam. They're taking like really popular books and putting really obscure book covers. I've never seen the Vampire Academy book covers look like that. Let's move on to the next one. This is another book cover I've never seen before. It's definitely not Eleanor and Park, I'm very sure. Or it's We Free Men or The Outsiders. I mean, they are blue, so like that could make them outsiders because that's pretty foreign. I feel like We Free Men, that kind of matches the cover because it's kind of weird, so I'm gonna say that one. Yes, I got it right. Okay, it's not Blade of Glass, it's not 13 Reasons Why, it's not Looking for Alaska. I'm gonna say it's My Sister's Keeper because there's two people and they look like they could be sisters. Yes, I was correct. It's not The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. See, I'm gonna say The Dark is Rising. I was right. Okay, great. This is Graceling by Kristen Cashel. That's easy. I'm gonna say Forever by Judy Blume because this seems like a romance novel. I was right. This is Aragon. This is easy. I've read the first book of Aragon. In fact, it's right here. This, I'm gonna guess, is The Princess Diaries because there is a tiara. Princess Diaries by Meg Cabot. I was correct. This is another one that I haven't seen before, but I think I can figure it out by process of elimination. So it's not Aragon, it's not Between Shades of Grey, and it's not The Maze Runner. So it's gotta be Alana, the First Adventure by Tamara Pierce. Yes, I was correct again. This is The Perks of Being a Wallflower. This one, this is like The Fault in Our Stars. They really tried to zoom in really, really closely to trick me, but I can tell that's The Fault in Our Stars. They can't fool me. I didn't press the giver, I pressed The Fault in Our Stars. Oh my god, my computer. Okay, I got that one right. I pressed The Fault in Our Stars, my computer freaked out and it made me press the giver. But I got that right, it's A Fault in Our Stars. Okay, what is this? This looks really familiar. So it's not I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson, it's not Legend. I'm gonna say it's Speak, because I feel like that fits better. Yes, I was right. This is 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. Correct. Okay, this one has a mouse on it. It's not Every Day by David Levithan, because that cover is like the boy falling through the clouds. It's not, I don't think it's Girl Interrupted, because doesn't that have a girl on it, or am I just thinking of the movie cover? I'm gonna say it's Feed, because I feel like with a mouse on the cover, flowers doesn't really match, so I'm gonna say Feed by M.T. Anderson. It was flowers! I'd never heard of these books before, and there was a mouse and no flowers to be seen, so how was I to know? How many questions are in this quiz? It's literally never ending. I did not expect it to be this long. Okay. Oh, this is easy. This is City of Bones. They tried to trick me by having City of Ashes and City of Bones, but I know that's a shirtless Jace on the cover. That is City of Bones. Yes. I'm gonna say maybe it's The Outsiders because he's got a leather jacket on, so maybe he's not like the other boys. He doesn't fit in. I was correct. Good guess, good guess. This is The Give Up because it has the old man on it, and I have read this book. I had to read it for school. This is To Kill a Mockingbird. Oh, one of my favourite books. I love To Kill a Mockingbird. My favourite book I ever had to read for school. It's either the colour purple or a separate piece. This cover does not have any purple in it, so I'm going to say it's a separate piece. Which I don't know if that's a very strong argument, but I have a 50-50 chance of getting it right. Okay, so I pressed a separate piece, but my computer freaked out and made me press the colour purple. So I actually got it right. I picked a separate piece. We all saw it. We all saw the evidence. There's film evidence. I picked a separate piece. Well, this girl looks pretty badass. So it's either Sabriel or The House of the Scorpion. Sabriel seems kind of like a badass name, and the girl on the cover looks pretty badass, so I'm gonna say it's this one. Complete guess, because I've never heard of any of those two books. I was right. And this seems to be Anne of the Green Gables because it's got a girl with plaits with red hair. Okay, so it says I got 89%, but that's actually wrong because there were two questions that I didn't actually get wrong. My computer just freaked out and made me pick the wrong answer, so I actually got 44 questions right, but I feel like I did a pretty good job. So next, I have the quiz, Which Chain of Gold character are you? I originally tried to find a quiz that had all of the Shadowhunter Chronicles characters, but I couldn't find one, or at least all the ones that I could find, they were all the TV show, not the books, and the TV show is not Sammy's Bookshelf approved. So I picked the Chain of Gold one because I think Chain of Gold, The Last Hours, has the best ensemble of characters because we have Infernal Devices characters plus all their kids. What more could you want? So we're gonna see which Chain of Gold character I am. If I get Grace Blackthorn, this video is over. Which Chain of Gold character are you? start. What do you enjoy doing for fun? Going to a coffee shop with good friends, traveling, writing or journaling, reading. I obviously love reading. Clearly. What do you like to wear? I like to wear whatever is comfortable, only the most fashionable clothes for me. That's definitely not me. I probably need some fashion advice. I like nice clothes but have my own style. I'm gonna say I like to wear whatever is comfortable. What do you like to read? Fantasy or adventure, biography, non-fiction, romance or poetry. So it's either between fantasy or adventure or romance. The thing is, I usually like a fantasy or adventure with a romantic subplot. But when I say fantasy or adventure, I probably read more fantasy than just pure romance. Who do you confide in? No one. I keep my problems to myself. My siblings, a trusted advisor, my best friend. I'm gonna say my best friend. Do you enjoy big parties? They're okay, but I never feel completely comfortable. I prefer to stay home. Yes, parties are the best. No, I just want to hang out with my close friends. I'm gonna say that because I like hanging out with my friends, but I don't like big parties because I'm an introvert. Are you close with your siblings? I'm an only child. Sometimes, yes, very close with one, not really. I'm not an only child. Very close with at least one. I only have one sibling. So I feel like we're pretty close. Which weapon would you use in a fight? I kind of like the idea of throwing knives. It reminds me of Inej. So I'm gonna say throwing knives would be my weapon of choice when I'm kind of weak. So I feel like if I was a shadow hunter, I'd want like a long range weapon. If a friend was going somewhere you knew they shouldn't, you'd warn them not to go with them, get the rest of the group together and ready to help. I probably wouldn't just go with them because I feel like if I know it's dangerous, it's just gonna get us both killed and that's not very smart. I could warn them not to go, but I feel like if they're really stubborn and they want to go do it, nothing I'm going to say is going to help. So I'm going to say get the rest of your group together and ready to help because I feel like that would be the smart thing. How much traveling have you done? I've been to Europe, so I'm going to say I've been to so many amazing places because Europe is pretty amazing. And what is your favourite animal? Cat? Definitely not. I have PTSD from a cat that I used to have when I was younger and she was really mean. Definitely not ducks. I wonder who that could be. I'm going to say my favourite animal is dog. I got James! You are smart and a leader among your friends. You may not get pulled into a demon realm, but you fall passionately into your work or your projects to help other people you love deeply. Now, I'll take that. I mean, James Herondale's pretty great. He was raised by Will and Tessa, so he turned out pretty great. The next quiz I have is, how well do you know Will Herondale? So, as you know, I love Will Herondale. He's one of my favourite book characters of all time. I want to see how well I truly know him. I just finished rereading the Infernal Devices, so I feel like I have that on my side. Is Will your #1 shadow hunter of all time? Honestly, if he's not, what are you doing? Take the quiz to determine how well you know this fan favourite character who stars in the Infernal Devices trilogy, and also my heart. Same. How did Will's parents meet? Edmund Herondale met Lynette Owens when she started at the Shadowhunter Academy. That is definitely wrong because Lynette is a mundane. Edmund Herondale saved Lynette Owens from a carriage when it was being attacked by a demon. Edmund Herondale fought a demon who was attacking Lynette Owens at a ball. I'm going to say it wasn't at a ball because if Lynette is a mundane and Edmund is a shadow hunter, why would they be at the same ball unless Edmund was there for a shadow hunter reason? So I'm going to say it's more plausible that they met if she was being attacked in a carriage by a demon. It's like he would be on like patrol, so I'm going to say that. Yes, I got it right. Next question. Which song did Will invent and love to sing? The Demon Pox song! This is easy. Do you know the entire song from Clockwork Prince? I do. That's a Demon Pox song in full. Which of these is not one of Will's sisters? Lucy. That is his daughter. Easy. In what year did Will die? Or what year did he die? It was before World War II, so it's not 1947. I think it's 1937. Yes. Will's death scene is among the most moving scenes in all of the Shadowhunter books. I agree. Where is Will's parabatai rune? It's on his chest over his heart. Because he thought he would never get married because of his curse. Poor Will. Will's parabatai rune is over his heart where the marriage rune would go. Where did Will and Tessa have their first kiss? It was in the London Institute in the attic when Will had bitten a vampire and he was drinking holy water. Tessa put Will holy water in Clockwork Angel to help Will get rid of vampire blood. Why does Will have a star-shaped mark on his shoulder? Scar from demon pox? No, Will would never get demon pox. It was from where the Clockwork Angel rested against his shoulder when he and Tessa slept together. Yes, that's correct. Which of these is the first line of Will's love letter to Tessa? I'm pretty sure it's Tessa. Was there ever a more beautiful sound than your name? Yes, I was right. How did Will's sister Ella die? She was slashed, protecting him from the greater demon Marbus and bled out. She was poisoned, protecting him from the greater demon Marbus. She was killed instantly. She was poisoned, and she died the next morning. How old were Will and Jem when they had their parabaptize ceremony? I think they were 13. Yes! 10 out of 10, 100%. I knew it. Will is my soulmate, so it only makes sense. I would know him very well. Okay, this is one I'm very excited about. So this is, what Grisha order are you in? I've always wondered what kind of Grisha I would be if I lived in Ravka and was in the second army. What powers would I have? And this is from the official Grishaverse website. I've never taken any of these quizzes before, so this seems like the perfect opportunity. You're on the streets of Ketterdam and someone accuses you of being a Grisha. You say nothing and go home and change your identity so they'll never find you again. Seems like a lot of effort. Deny it, but follow them home and make sure you can't share their suspicions with anyone. Seems pretty smart. Blind them with a bright light and run. Alina? Threaten the lives of their loved ones with your sharpest blade in your stash. Cause a flood and run away. Blow them up on the spot. I don't think I'd blow them up because I'd feel really guilty about killing them. I'd probably deny it, but follow them home and make sure they can't share their suspicions with anyone. That seems like a smart choice with the least amount of damage and repercussions. Pick your favorite color. My favorite color is blue, so I'm gonna pick that next. What job would you have in Ravka? A prince, a tracker, a dressmaker, a cartographer, priest, or an alchemist? I don't think I'd be a priest. Dressmaker. I don't think I'd be very good at dressmaking because I don't really have a good sense of fashion. Cartographer, I am horrible at drawing, so I don't think I could pass for a cartographer. Tracker, I don't think I would be very good at tracking animals because I don't really like the outside world and being like in the woods. So I guess I'd be a prince so I could just like live in a castle and have all the rich stuff. So I want to be a prince. That's the job I would have in Ravka. I'd be Nikolai and be a prince. Which amplifier would you pick? Morozova's collar or the sea whip's feather or the firebird? I feel like I wouldn't want the collar because I feel like that's uncomfortable, and I mean if you look at like the show version of the collar, like that's not what you want to have in your neck. So I might just say like the sea whip. Like it's just a bracelet, you know, it's not invasive. And the firebird is like too hard to like go and find, do you know what I mean? And like everyone dies. You accidentally get too close to the fold and encounter a Volkrug. What do? Kill it dead, start a fire and scare it away. Try and help it was once human after all. That is how you die. Why fire one Volkrug when you can blow up the whole fold and be done with it? Open a hole in the ground and bury it. I don't think I'd be able to kill it because I think while I tried to kill it, it would kill me. I'd probably pick B, start a fire and scare it away. I don't have to deal with it, I don't have to kill it, I don't have to fight it. It seems like a strategic way to get out of the situation. Sea or sky? I'm gonna say the sky. You have the day off. How do you spend it? Anywhere close to the water is ideal. That would mean like the beach, and I hate the beach, so no thank you. Shopping for new clothes or beauty products. I don't really like shopping unless it's online shopping. Lost in the woods, set up a campsite, build a fire to keep you warm. No way, I do not like nature. Volunteer at a hospital. You're happiest when you're helping people. But I guess I'll volunteer at a hospital. Out of all those, that seems like the best option, so I'm gonna say that. If you're a mermaid, which monster or queen? When I was little, I was obsessed with a Little Mermaid, and I really wanted to be a mermaid. I wanted to be Ariel, so I'm gonna say mermaid. Fire or earth? I'm gonna say earth. Which character from Six of Crows do you identify with most? I've always felt like I identified most with Inej, so I'm gonna say Inej. She's cool. Dark or light? I'm gonna say light because you don't know what could be creeping up in the dark. Which would you rather be? Feared, envied, valued, revered, or trusted? Not feared, not envied, maybe trusted. I'm gonna say trusted. You can go a long way with being a trustworthy person. What's your greatest fear? Thunderstorms, fire, poison, buried alive, drowning. I'm gonna say buried alive because that does not seem like a great way to go. I'm a corporalki and I'm a heart run. I'm a healer. I'm a healer. Healers are members of the corporalki, the order of the living and the dead. Healers have the ability to heal wounds and injuries, which make them vital to the military effort. I feel like because I'm also corporalki, I can also learn some other corporalki skills. Now the next quiz I'm gonna do is which Grishaverse character are you? I really want to be Inej because she's awesome. Kaz is my favorite character, but like I don't know if I want to be Kaz. He's kind of scary. So let's see who we get. Pick a color, blue. Pick a character, Alexander, Morozova, Genya, Mal, Alina, Sawyer, Nikolai. Nikolai, my favorite. I love Nikolai. Pick a number, 1, 21, 33, 101, 66, 13. Because I was born on the 13th. If you could choose to have one power, which one would you choose? Shadows or summoning darkness, Taylor, Blade, Sun Summoner, Lightning, everything. Probably just everything. I want all the magic because I'm greedy, okay? I want all the magic. It seems really fun. Pick a boyfriend. Alexander? No. I'm sorry, the Darkling, but you are so evil.
Fine. Make me your villain.
Mal, Nikolai. I would definitely pick Nikolai. One of my favourite book boyfriends. Pick a Six of Crows character. I'm gonna pick Kaz because I want to be a Nej, but Kaz is my favourite Six of Crows character. Pick a month. November, August, December, July, June, October. I'm gonna say March or September because I was born in March. If you had to choose one, which would you choose? Beauty, peace, strength, power, country, or love? I'm gonna pick love. Pick a word to describe yourself. Charming, sarcastic, boring, scary, strong, kind. I don't want to be boring. I like to think I'm not boring. I'm gonna say kind. I like to think that I'm kind. Choose an activity. Hang with my friends, sleep, nothing because I don't have a life. Go on a picnic, do something rebellious, help people out. I'm gonna go with sleep because I like sleep. I have interesting dreams. I'm Nikolai! Okay, I want to be a Nej, but Nikolai is pretty great too. I love Nikolai. Nikolai's personality is cunning, sly, sarcastic, and he's absolutely hilarious. You're probably very witty and sarcastic if you got Nikolai. I like to think that I am. I'm very happy with that because I love Nikolai. He's one of my favorite characters. He's literally the highlight of the Shadow and Bone trilogy, so I'm happy with that result. So that's all the bookish quizzes I am going to be taking today. Let me know if you've done any of these quizzes and what results you got, and I'll see you next time. Bye!